Abraham Lincoln said, measure your wealth not by the things that you have, but by the things that you have which money cannot buy. At Investaflex, we're a fee-based team of financial advisors that believe that real wealth optimization is about relationships and people as much as it is about financial resources. Taxation is the largest ongoing expense for the average Canadian. It's also the most predictable investment risk. Therefore, any financial plan that doesn't fully factor the consequences of tax is deficient. At Investaflex, we really understand taxation, and to the extent that we have saved our clients literally hundreds of millions of dollars over the last 10 years. We know that you work hard for your money. We therefore believe that your money should work equally as hard for you. We want to make sure that your assets are protected against loss so that you don't have to earn more to replace them. And we want to make sure that you are managing the returns that come from your investments. We also understand that many of our clients have learned that through the process of philanthropy, that it is in the giving that they receive greatest satisfaction. At Investaflex, we have helped clients over the last 10 years deal with over $30 million worth of charitable gifting. Probably the most important thing that we understand is that change is certain. It's just not predictable. If change is certain, we need to put in place a process to manage change. We also need to make sure that any structures are put in place are flexible so that they can respond to the changes that take place. Now, our knowledge and abilities in this area have been recognized twice by the Advisor of the Year Awards program. Our peers and colleagues have therefore said that we are the best in the industry. I think one of the things that makes us different is the fact that we focus on the life, legacy, and family objectives of the client. By looking at those in a holistic, integrated way, we're able to deliver meaningful solutions to the clients that address not only the financial concerns, but the concerns of equity and fairness within their families.
The life planning is the basis for everything else, and that's the way that Investaflex approaches the problem. And once you've established some frame of reference for that, then the other things begin to fall in place.
Investaflex was much more innovative, much more well-rounded, willing to look at a lot of different issues rather than just financial or just a succession planning aspect of it, but rather a much more holistic picture.
They're really your guide. And what I like about what Investaflex's focus is not just on succession or on corporate structures or on family business or on compliance or mutual funds or whatever it may be that most people are out there peddling. It's a holistic look at all those things and how it affects the family.
One of the things which sets us apart is the high level of technical ability of the Investaflex team. We've got knowledge in tax, investment, family advising areas, and we actually receive referrals from accountants in public practice to address some of the tax and estate planning issues.
I would say what sets the Investaflex advisors apart from other advisors I've worked with is probably the number one thing is the tax and technical expertise that they bring to a file.
We've had a lot of good experiences in working with Investaflex. They provided us with some excellent planning tools for our clients that enables them to move forward in their estate and financial plans, and gives us an opportunity to provide value-added services to our clients.
A major differentiator between us and other financial planning firms is that the other financial planning firms will take tax matters to the accountants. Most of the work that we do is by referral from accountants who are bringing the tax matters to us to integrate into a holistic planning which leverages off the insurance, the investment, the tax, and the business planning solutions that are available.
One of the challenges in this business is that and in the investment industry as a whole, is you look at individual accounts, and it's very difficult for someone to actually assess your entire financial well-being in one single snapshot. And as a result, you have different advisors, different institutions making recommendations, not knowing what the other's doing. So from an investor's perspective, to have it all consolidated as one family and have one rate of return, you're going to get a much more comprehensive view. You're going to get a much more portfolio that's much more appropriate for your family, your circumstances, and your life circumstances. And that's also going to give you a greater understanding and probably greater peace of mind going forward as you progress through life's different stages.
I think there's a degree of experience within the team at Investaflex, and specifically as it relates to the more my knowledge base, which is, the investment side. There is a good level of knowledge, understanding, and experience within the marketplace.
Our technical expertise has been further recognized by over 475 professional accountants in public practice that have attended the professional development programs that we have run.
When he asked me if I'd like to be one of the faculty in the Financial Advisors Network, the FAN program, I jumped at it. Since then, I've had an opportunity to work with and also get feedback from literally hundreds of accounting firms and the families they work with as a result of that throughout this region about the type of work that the Financial Advisors Network and Investaflex has provided to their organizations.
We find that most clients don't understand their complex structures. At Investaflex, we strive to make the complex simple. And we do this by using visual aids and projections to help people understand the relationship between the people, the assets, and their cash flows. One of our clients said it best when she said, "Never before had I come across advisors who could put so many players and pieces of a complex estate planning puzzle on the same page and come up with an integrated plan that could satisfy all."
And Investaflex, we understand that in order to develop and implement the ultimate solution for the client, we need collaboration between the trusted advisors. Over 80% of our work is referral from accountants to public practice. Therefore, we understand how to actually work with other trusted advisors.
I think that collaboration between lawyers, accountants, and financial planners is a key aspect of Investaflex approach. My experience has been that in files that I've worked with Investaflex on is that we do have that collaboration, that sense of teamwork.
We've definitely seen value added to our family-owned businesses. That's the bulk of our practice. So the majority of our clients can benefit from family estate planning and succession planning, and we've been able to work with Investaflex to provide us with those planning tools.
We weren't aware of all of the different potential resources available in the area of corporate governance and succession planning, and all of these areas required professionals in, everything from psychology through to, leadership in business and all sorts of areas that we're, in some sense, still exploring. And Investaflex has worked very well as the hub that helps to bring all of these together for us.
We worked with a Vancouver-based firm to develop a virtual office technology to support our collaborative initiatives with clients and their advisors.
The aspect of the family office that I'm most familiar with is the virtual office, which is a secure website that I can log on to with a password, and I can then go into a number of files that I'm working on and review documents that are contained in a file folder there, and email exchanges between the various professionals.
We work as a team, which allows us to have different perspectives on each client situation and also serve the client better in terms of response and depth of knowledge within the team.
I think the thing that stands out and always has from basically day one is just you could see the sincerity of Malcolm and the whole group, as the group developed.
I think we've had, anytime we call up, we get as much help as we ask for. So I think we've even been given, things before we're even to that stage, just as sort of, something to think about. And, yes, it is. So I think very proactive as well as very helpful at every stage.
I would have absolutely no hesitation referring friends or colleagues to Investaflex because I know they'd be in good hands.
The starting point is to participate in a 2-hour complimentary exploratory meeting in which we assess how we can help you fulfill your objectives. From that, we will develop a quotation that will give you a fixed fee for developing those solutions. If you believe you deserve the best, then you owe it to yourself to explore all of the options. At Investaflex, we believe you deserve the best, and we're going to work hard to make sure that you get it. What you have to do is call us and come in and take that first step.